There's a pasta dish so good, it'll ruin all other pastas for you. I had no idea that somewhere among the vineyards, the stone streets, and the rolling hills of Tuscany, I was about to taste a dish that would consume my every thought. And it wasn't in a Michelin-starred restaurant, in Rome or Florence. No, it was in a tiny, unassuming spot in Montepulciano, tucked into the rolling hills of Tuscany, and it sent me on a year-long obsession to recreate one perfect bite. This is one of the biggest secrets to why your homemade pasta might not taste like the one you had in Italy. In that tiny trattoria, I had duck confit over handmade strozzapreti with an Italian sausage garlic cream sauce. And I just knew I had to figure out exactly why it was so good. It wasn't just a meal, it was a revelation. It was the most amazing flavor concentrated on a single plate. So I came home with a mission: recreate it no matter how long it took. That mission meant mastering everything from handmade pasta to chef-level duck confit. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, so you can have your own life-changing pasta moment right in your own kitchen. Let's start with the foundation, the strozzapreti. This is the difference between a decent dish and an unforgettable one. Fresh pasta has a bite, a chew, a rustic texture that grabs onto sauce in a way that dried pasta just can't. And strozzapreti is one of the most satisfying pastas to make by hand. It's rustic, peasant pasta, traditionally made with just flour and water from a time when eggs were a luxury. To make it, you just need double-aught flour, or even all-purpose, and warm water. You make a well with your flour, pour in the water, and bring it all together into a shaggy dough. Then you knead. For about 10 minutes, you work that dough until it's smooth and elastic. You're not just mixing, you're developing the gluten, which gives our pasta that signature chew. Once it's smooth, wrap it up and let it rest for about 30 minutes. This is non-negotiable. It lets the gluten relax, making it a dream to roll out. After it rests, roll the dough into a thick sheet, about 1/8 of an inch. Cut into long strips about 1 inch wide. Now for the magic. Take a strip and roll it between your palms. The friction creates this beautiful, irregular, twisted rope. You tear it off into 2 or 3 inch pieces. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, they shouldn't be. The little nooks and crannies are what make it special. They're tiny little pockets designed to trap that glorious sauce. Set them aside on a well-floured tray, and just like that, you've made something ancient and beautiful. Now for the ingredient that gives this pasta its soul, duck confit. Traditionally, confit is made by slowly cooking duck in its own fat for hours until it's incredibly tender. It's a classic technique for a reason, but these days there's an easier way to get the same beautiful result at home. We start by seasoning the duck legs with salt, fresh thyme, and garlic. And after a little time to absorb those flavors, the duck goes into a bag with a bit of the duck fat and into the sous vide bath. This is where patience does the work. 36 hours at 155 degrees slowly transforms the meat, breaking down the connective tissue while keeping every bit of flavor locked inside. When the duck comes out of the bath, it's unbelievably tender. The only thing left to do is crisp up that skin and try not to eat half of it before it makes it into the pasta. What you're left with is rich, succulent duck that's packed with flavor and ready to become the centerpiece of this dish. With the duck ready to go, it's time to build the sauce. We start by browning the Italian sausage. This isn't just about cooking the meat, it's about creating flavor. Once it's nicely caramelized, remove it from the pan and set it aside. Now, using high-quality olive oil, coat a fresh pan, and then sweat finely shaved shallots, and then add some sliced garlic. Be sure not to overcook the garlic, as it can turn bitter. Next, add the shredded duck confit and return the sausage to the pan. Season lightly with salt and freshly cracked black pepper. The duck and sausage begin to mingle together, creating a rich and savory base. Then comes a splash of white wine. As it hits the pan, it loosens all those concentrated flavors and ties everything together. Finally, stir in the heavy cream and a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. As the sauce gently simmers, it becomes silky, rich, and perfectly balanced, coating every piece of duck and sausage with flavor. At this point, you're no longer making individual ingredients, you're creating the sauce that made me spend a year trying to recreate a single unforgettable meal in Tuscany. If you're starting to see how these simple, deliberate steps are the key to incredible flavor, and you're enjoying this journey, maybe consider subscribing. We're about to get to the most important part, the step that separates good home-cooked pasta from great restaurant-level pasta. This is the climax. This is where we bring it all home. Get a large pot of salted water to a rolling boil. It should taste like the sea. Drop in your fresh strozzapreti. Fresh pasta cooks fast. We're talking 2, maybe 3 minutes. Now listen closely, because this is one of the biggest takeaways. This is a game changer for how you make pasta at home. You never ever pour your pasta into a colander in the sink, leaving the sauce all by itself in the pan. You cook the pasta until it's almost al dente, but still has a real bite. Then, using a spider or slotted spoon, transfer it directly from the boiling water into the pan with your sauce. And be sure to bring some of that pasta water with you. That cloudy, starchy water is liquid gold. It's the key to everything. The starch in the water helps thicken the sauce and bind the fat from the cream and the duck with the liquid. This is what creates a sauce that's glossy, cohesive, and perfectly clings to every single twist and turn of that pasta. Toss everything vigorously together in the pan, overheat for a minute, and you'll see it happen. The sauce will tighten up and become one with the pasta. To finish, take it off the heat and stir in a generous handful of grated Parmesan cheese. And there it is. The journey is complete. The quest is over. Look at that. The strozzapreti perfectly cradling that rich, creamy sauce, the deep savory notes from the duck confit and the spicy Italian sausage. It looks right. It smells like that little trattoria in Montepulciano. But the real test is the first bite. That's it. That's the memory. The chew of the pasta, the richness of the duck, the earthy creamy sauce. It's all there. It's not just similar. It tastes like the memory came back to life. It took a year of obsession, of trial and error, of mastering techniques that seemed out of reach, but in the end, it was worth it, because now I can go back to that chilly autumn afternoon in Tuscany anytime I want, right here. And now, you can too. The full detailed recipe is on my website. The link is in the description below. Go on your own quest. Have you ever had a dish that changed everything for you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your food obsession stories. And if you want to join me on more culinary adventures, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, cook something that matters.